Hello everyone. Today we are going to see about the child health services in community health nursing. First I will give my introduction. My name is Angel Christian. I am from community health nursing department and my designation is nursing tutor. As we know that in child health services nowadays the children are prone for many of the diseases, many of the infections as their immunity power is very much low. So today we are going to see about what health services in the community the children are able to take the advantage, and we are going to give them certain facilities. First, we will see about the background. As we know that as health is a state of physical, mental, intellectual, social and emotional well-being. If all these elements are present in the health, then we are going to call that a human being or the child is completely healthy. Children represent the future, and ensuring their healthy growth and development ought to be a prime concern of all societies. Newborns are very much vulnerable for many of the infections if their immunity level is not proper, and because of the malnutrition they are prone to many infectious diseases by which they are called as unhealthy. So if the child is completely physically, mentally, intellectually, socially and emotionally, if the child is healthy, then it is called as complete health, or it is the absence of disease. Now we are going to see about the objectives of the child health care. What are the main objectives which the child health services are providing for the health of the child? So in that, first is decreasing the childhood death and infant mortality rate. Okay, so the main first objective is that when we are going to decrease the death in childhood and even decreasing in the infant mortality rate, then what will happen? There will be more rate of the health of the child is going to be increased, and if we are going to take care of the child priorly and prevent the diseases, then their health can completely be matured enough. Second is promote and protect health of child. If the child, we are going to give them proper immunization, if the child takes proper amount of nutritious diet, if the child's lifestyle is proper amount and the development, all the phases are growingly proper, then the child can stay healthy. So when we are going to promote and protect the child by giving them all the additional requirements which the child needs according to the age group, it is very much beneficial. Third is nutritious diet to children. It is very important as we see that the children are suffering from malnutrition, which is in India in very high rate. So if we are going to provide them, or if the family provides them nutritious diet, then we are going to prevent them from malnutrition. Fourth is about monitoring child growth and development. As we know that regular assessment of the growth, in which height, weight and all the circumferences, if everything is growing properly, then their monitoring rate will also be completely going well. And in the development, we see that if the development phases like physical development, mental development, psychosocial development, psychological development, if all that development according to the age, if the growth and development both are going properly, and if we do regular assessment of that, then it is going to be properly managed towards health level of children. All the aspects of the child, if it is taken care, then what will happen? The growth and the development along with all the aspects of the healthcare can be seen properly in the child. Next, we are going to see about the child health services. Now in child health services, what are the main points which we are going to give them the service, or the family is going to give them the care by which all the diseases and all the infections can be prevented to the child. In that, first is newborn care and breastfeeding. Okay, when the child is born, if we are going to give them the newborn care, then the child can prevent from certain diseases or certain infections. Second is immunization. Regular time to time immunization done of the child is very much important. Monitoring growth and development, as we have seen before also, we have seen in the objectives that if the growth and development is properly assessed, then also the child's developmental phases or the growth is completely done. personal hygiene, it is very important. When what the child will do, they will play anywhere, or if they come in contact with the persons who are infected, and if they don't take care of their personal hygiene, then also there are chances for infections. Fifth is early detection of health problems and treatment. If the child is suffering from any of the signs and symptoms, then what the family has to be done, the family has to take care of the child, and early detection of that problem or the disease has to be done regularly, and it should be treated thoroughly. Next we will see about the child health services according to the age. That is, first is neonatal care. Okay, in the neonatal care, the first objective is to establish and maintain of cardiorespiratory function. In that we will see that all the vital signs of the child in the first stage, when the child is newborn and admitted in the hospital, then all the vital signs and the regular assessment of the cardio and respiratory functions which are going thoroughly or not, it should be recorded. Second is maintenance of body temperature. Okay, according to the weather, the child should be given proper appropriate clothes to wear so that the temperature should be maintained normally. Avoidance of infection. Okay, when we are going to handle the child, then the handler who is going to take care of the child, that person should be completely free of infection. That person should be washing hands thoroughly. Okay, take care of the child thoroughly. When the child is being given the clothes to wear, it should be clean. So these are the basic points in which the infection can be avoided by taking care. Next is establishing of breastfeeding. As we know that when the mother gives the breastfeeding to the child, then maximum immunity the child is going to get from the feeding. Okay, so that should be maintained regularly and compulsorily for the benefit of the child. Next is early detection and treatment of any congenital disorders. Okay, if there is any congenital disorders or anomalies is been assessed at the time of newborn, at the time of birth, then also it should be treated thoroughly by the surgeries or if needed medications. Okay, next we will see about the Apgar score. As we know that when the child is born, this is very compulsory that we are going to assess the Apgar score of the child. In there it is the heart rate, the respiratory rate, the muscle tone, the reflex response, and the color of the child's skin. Okay, if all these signs are completely normal, then the child is called to be healthy. If there is any alterations in any of the signs, then there should be quick and immediate assessment of the child and treatment should be done thoroughly. Next, child health services. Okay, now the child health services, what care the newborn should be getting. Then in that first is care of the cord. Okay, whenever the cord is cut, then we are going to see that the bleeding is not leaking or not from the cord, or it is completely stopped. Okay, the cord which has been clamped, that the clamp which is been used for the cord, that should also be very much it should be sterile. Okay, so it should be new, it should not be used before or previously, so that should also be taken care of. Next is care of the eyes. Okay, in the eyes also, the eyes of the child should also be taken care. All the margins of the eyelids should be thoroughly cleaned with proper sterile things. Okay, so there can be less amount of infections introduced in the eyes. Then care of the skin. Okay, it is very important that whenever the newborn is born, the vernix caseosa which is already present on the skin of the baby should not be removed as the child is born, because that vernix caseosa, it will provide the protection to the skin of the child, and the temperature is maintained as it provides warmth to the child. So all the things should be thoroughly known and it should be taken care. Next, the maintenance of body temperature. It is very important that when the child is born, the temperature should be maintained. Okay, it should not be hyperthermia or hypothermia. So according to the seasonal or the environmental condition, the child should be given appropriate clothes to wear. Then the breastfeeding, as it is very much important that the child should be breastfed till 1.5 years. That is very much compulsory. Okay, because of breastfeeding, the child will have all the nutritious requirement will be filled up, and along with that the child will have proper immunity. Next is neonatal examination. Neonatal examination for any congenital anomalies should be assessed and then treated thoroughly. Measuring the body temperature, weight, height and chest circumferences, all these also according to the age it should be measured. Next we will see about the breastfeeding. Now we are going to see about the advantages or the benefits what the child is going to get according according to the need of the child's requirement, and which is very much importantly getting from the breastfeeding. Okay, so it is anti-infective. There are some hormones which are being brought up by the feeding to the child, which is very much good for the child. Then the enzymes and the specialized growth factors, anti-inflammatory mediators, specific nutrients which are very much importantly provided to the child only through the breastfeeding. So all these benefits are also important for the child, which the child gets only through the breastfeeding. Okay, over here in this image we have seen that over here the infant mortality rate in this developing country like India, okay, it is very much higher, okay, as compared to other countries. Why? Because we can see that some of the mothers who are not giving proper breastfeeding to the child, okay, their child will have high rate of death rate, or high mortality rate is being increased as compared to the other. The child, those who are getting breastfeeding, okay, their rate of infection is decreased, their immunity is also increased, so because of that the mortality rate is being decreased. Okay, so that much. In this image we can see that over here the child is lacking of oxygen, okay, and there is an emergency condition because of which in this condition we can see that if the child is not having the breastfeeding, and if the child is taking the milk from outside, okay, upper milk, then also there are chances of the mortality or the death rate can occur of the child. Next, the immunization schedule. Okay, over here we can see the chart. In this chart we can see that there are so many vaccines which are given to the child according to the week, according to the month, and according to the year. Okay, so there is oral polio vaccine, the rotavirus is there, and hexavalent vaccine is there, measles to prevent measles, MMR, mumps, measles and rubella, okay, pentavalent, and all type of immunization is very much important for the child, which should be given regularly according to the age group. Okay, and if the child takes all these vaccines properly, then there are so many reduction in the chances for getting the infection. Now over here we are going to see about the personal hygiene. Okay, in this slide we are seeing some of the images in which it is shown that how the child should take care for the personal hygiene. First is about the oral hygiene. Okay, regularly the child should brush the teeth, then bathing rituals. Okay, the child should take bath regularly and every day. The hair care should be done. Foot hygiene, which is very important. Okay, always child, what they do, they go out to play barefooted. Okay, so that is also very much important to take care of the foot. Then the toileting hygiene. Okay, whenever they are going for the toilet, then also they should always do flushing, then do hand washing with soap and clean water. It is also very much important. Then hand hygiene, coughing and sneezing. Okay, whenever the child is coughing or sneezing, then the child should use handkerchief or some napkins, tissues, so that the infection cannot be spread to other, and even the child is protecting himself or herself from the further infections. Then the home hygiene. Now we are going to see about the under 5 clinic. Okay, this is a type of program which is being given in the PSC and CHC in the community level, in which the age group which is being accumulated is about the 0 to 5 years. Okay, till 5 years the child is getting maximum amount of services by this. Now this under 5 clinic is a center where there is preventive measures are taken, promotive measures are taken, curative measures are taken, referral and educational services are provided in a package manner to under 5 children under one roof. Okay, now in this clinic there are some aspects which are taken care of in the terms of preventive. Okay, priorly only by giving them proper breastfeeding to the child, immunization to the child, we are going to prevent the disease. Then promotive care, okay, by providing them proper nutritious diet and all, by providing them safe environment, we are going to promote them proper good health. Then the curative, if the child is already suffering from some of the diseases, then we are going to cure them by appropriate treatment. If the child is having some problems which are not treated in that center, then we are going to do them refer. We are going to refer them to the multi-speciality hospital or to the hospitals where the care is given properly. So these are the main goals of the under 5 clinic. Over here we are going to see that the under 5 clinic, they have developed one triangular shape care, okay, in which there are 3 aspects, that is care in illness, monitor growth, preventive care and family planning. So we are going to see the aims and activities which are taken in under 5 clinic. First is care in illness. Okay, in care in illness, children are treated for acute and chronic illness and ailments of growth and development at this clinic. Okay, any of the child, if the child is suffering from any acute problems or chronic problems, okay, it is been completely treated in the terms of under 5 clinic. Nurse play a very important role as she are going to give the family and the child the complete education, the complete care regarding the nutrition. She will educate regarding the safety measures which are to be given to the family and the child. Okay, next is about the growth monitoring. It is very important, as we have seen previous slide also, that the growth of the child should be completely maintained. Okay, in that the height, then the weight, then the head circumference, mid-arm circumference, chest circumference, abdominal circumference, everything, okay, should be properly maintained according to the age, and it is the growth of the child is completely proper or not, it should be assessed so that the child health is properly maintained. Next, the preventive care. Okay, in the preventive care, it includes the timely physical examination of the children. Okay, if the child is going to suffer from any of the disorder, then at the time of physical examination, previously only we can assess the problem and treat it thoroughly. Next is immunization. Immunization should be given time to time. The nutritional care, all the nutritious diet should be given to the child. Oral rehydration therapy. Okay, it is very important to give the child the oral rehydration therapy. If the child is suffering from dehydration, okay, then ORS is very much important to again hydrate the child from any of the problems. Next, health education. Okay, it is very important to give the child the health education regarding all the care of breastfeeding, nutrition, growth monitoring, immunization, cleanliness, okay, safety and all. Nowadays we are seeing that corona is also there. Okay, so for prevention of the corona problem to the child, there should be again social distancing should be maintained. If the child is taken care or handled, then the child should be handled with care by washing hands, by using sanitizers appropriately. So all these things of health education should be given to the child, which is done by under 5 clinic. Okay, so these are all the points which we have seen about the child health services. If the child is given proper nutrition, if the child is given proper diet regularly, if the child is given proper vaccinations, immunization from time to time, then the child's health is properly maintained. So this is all about the care of the child which we have seen. Thank you.